Cash Nation, DC. Josh Brolin has passed on playing Hal Jordan in the Lantern series. I did put in that my graphic for last video, but again, he did pass on playing Hal Jordan. Harry Lottie on working with Joaquin Phoenix while shooting Joker 2. He's so popular because everyone can see how much their work is valued in his eyes. That's what the film set should be. Completely 100% agree. Harry Lottie on watching Lady Gaga sing as Harley Quinn. There were a few occasions when I got to be a meter away from her while she sang. I had a front row seat to that experience. I kept thinking how many people would pay loads of money to have that. Well, not sure about that exactly. Colin Farrell says although he loved returning as a penguin, he says he was being and moaning to anyone that I effing wanted it to be finished. When I had finished, I was like, I never want to put that effing suit on and that effing head on again. So will there be a season 2 or is it done as a chop? Let's find out. Cash Nation, DC. James Gunn and the cast of Creature Commandos will have a panel at NYCC on October 19th. We'll fill you in on all the details of our monster army and the seeds of the DCU. Cannot wait. The Batman 2 will take place in winter. Mick Giacchino composed the score for the Penguin. His father, Michael Giacchino, was composer for the Batman. Father like son. Matt Reeves says the Penguin takes place during the few weeks after the Batman. The Batman 2 continues after the Penguin. The Penguin plays out over the next few weeks. That takes you towards the end of the year. We don't play Christmas or New Year's, but we're getting there. Sounds like to be Batman, Penguin, Batman 2. Watch all in order. You're gonna miss out on some stuff. Who knows? Matt Reeves confirms there are still plans to do a trilogy starring with the Batman. It's sticking very closely to the path we've envisioned. Awesome. Cannot wait. Cash Nation, DC. Matt Reeves says they're working on the Batman 2 script every day. They've given big portions of it to DC already. Starts filming sometime in the first half of next year. Will be another murder mystery. We're getting very close. Sounds awesome. Look forward to it. Matt Reeves says he didn't direct any episodes of The Penguin in order to focus on developing the Batman 2. Says he hopes to direct episodes of a future spin-off series for the Batman. Hopefully so, we'll have to wait and see. Christopher Reeve's son, Will Reeves, reacts to being cast in a small role in James Gunn's Superman. It's an honor, it's a nice full circle moment. Can't wait to see him in the movie. Penguin's name is changed from Oswald Cobblepot to Oscobb in the Batman universe to make the character more grounded. DC had thought about changing his name at some point, but had never done it. Matt asked, can I call our character Oscobb? Jim said, absolutely. Cash Nation, DC. Jim said, absolutely. Cool. I know people are upset about this. I don't know why. If it doesn't change the character at all, why does it matter? Just me. Director Craig Zobel tells us that the Penguin being different from his comic incarnation is what drew him to the project. It was cool to tell the story of a person that maybe isn't a supervillain that's twisting their mustache, but as a guy who is instinctive. From the Batman movies himself, he obviously isn't a supervillain by any means, but he gives me Tony Soprano vibes, that a guy who wants to get a lot of stuff done while trying to get to the top spot. Colin Farrell says he wore a penguin penis as a part of his costume for the Penguin. It's detachable, it's Velcro, it's got a beak at the end of it, so I had a penguin penis. Nice. Matt Reeves hopes Greg Fraser will return as a cinematographer for the Batman 2. I don't know yet, but he's the best. Cash Nation, DC. Hopes Greg Fraser will return as a cinematographer for the Batman 2. I don't know yet, but he's the best. Would depend on if schedules align. Aiming to start filming in the first half of 2025. Dune 3 is also expected to film next year. Hopefully, we'll wait and see. Matt Reeves says Michael Giacchino promised he's returning to score the Batman 2. He said, look, I will always make sure that even when I'm directing, I will write music for your stuff. Sounds like loyalty and a good friend. Carmine Falcone was recast in Penguin because John Turturro had scheduling conflicts. We couldn't make it work, but I am so thrilled they brought Mark Strong on. He's really good. Cannot wait to see him. Matt Reeves reveals that Oscobb will be one of the entry points into the Batman 2, as the movie will jump to a specific period of time. I have no idea what that means, just we'll find out. Cash Nation, DC. The script for the Batman 2 is finished. Filming begins early next year. Cannot wait. Matt Reeves says the idea for his The Batman spin-off series about Arkham Asylum has evolved. Details, please. Colin Farrell says he watched Toy Story and other Pixar movies while filming The Penguin to escape the darkness. I was watching them all at the end of the working day just for something light and beautiful. Aw, that sounds sweet. Matt Reeves explains his approach for the Batman trilogy. You want to make sure these stories remain Batman and Bruce centric. They're detective stories where he's at the center of a mystery that he has to get to the core of. I don't want it to be every film there's a mystery, change it up a little because then it becomes repetitive, if that makes sense. It's like, oh great, make it different each film, switch it up, add variety to it. That makes sense. You know, Krista Milotti says she's dreamt of playing a Batman villain since she was a kid. Cash Nation, it's not DC. Krista Milotti says she's dreamt of playing a Batman villain since she was a kid. I've wanted to be one since I started watching movies. I've auditioned for a lot of superhero stuff. No one was biting, but everything happens for a reason. Well, I heard she does a great job in The Penguin, so can't wait to see her. Matt Reeves was asked if the Court of Owls will appear in the Batman 2. We can't comment on the movie because we are doing that movie. And then you know what movie we're doing, and we're not going to say that yet. Is it the Court of Owls or it's somebody else? We'll have to find out. Kyle Chandler is in talks to star as Hal Jordan in the Lantern series. Cool. Lanterns will begin filming in January 2025, and the search for directors and the rest of the cast is underway. The series will follow Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart in a dark, gritty, true detective-like plot. Sounds interesting? Cannot wait. Cash Nation? It's not DC. Kyle Chandler's deal with DC Studios doesn't include a movie component beyond Lanterns. I guess what that means is basically he would appear in any movies just to show itself. Let's wait and see. The Penguin won't be called his nickname much in the series. Oz didn't appreciate the term. It felt derogatory towards him. Gangsters and mobs often have these nicknames for people, so it made a lot of sense that his nickname from others would be the Penguin, but it's not a term that he embraces. They mostly tried to avoid any features that made the character so distinctive. I wanted to make sure that we could appeal to people who wouldn't necessarily be interested in a comic book show. I don't view our show as a comic book show. I view it more as a crime drama. Colin Farrell says there was one particular cutscene where the nickname was used and he wishes it had been left in. Cash Nation? It's not DC. There are kids who say to me, "You're a penguin," and I say, "Yeah, that's right." I got the sense that Oz was actually stepping into the moniker into his own kind of mythos. I like the idea by the end. He's okay with it. He sees the power in having a moniker like that. Well, to me, I see both points of view. I hear it's not much of a comic book show, more of a crime drama, if you will. I understand where both are coming from. The fact that it's like, if you're not into comic book shows, you'll be lost with watching this. It would be nice for the Penguin to embrace and engage with his name. Like, yeah, I'm the Penguin, F you. That makes sense. Penguin premiere received 3.2 million domestic views in the first 4 days. Terrence Winter reveals details about the scrapped Gotham PD series set in the Gotham universe. Followed a third-generation cop in a largely corrupt Gotham City. Cash Nation? It's not DC. Followed a third-generation cop in a largely corrupt Gotham City. Would have been a 1970s style cop show inspired by Prince of the City. Cool? What do you think? Matthias Schoenaerts has been cast as the villain in Supergirl alongside Millie Alcock in theaters on June 26, 2026. Cannot wait. Todd Phillips reveals how he thinks Joaquin Phoenix Joker would react to Batman. I think Arthur would be in awe of the alpha male that is Batman. I really do. I think Arthur would look up and appreciate it. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll get that moment. Jack Quaid reveals he has begun recording for My Adventures with Superman Season 3. So I've yet to watch Season 1 or Season 2. Alan Tudyk will reportedly star in James Gunn's Superman in an unknown role. Who could it be? Find out, I guess. A Bane and Deathstroke team-up movie is in the works. I'm so excited. Cash Nation? It's not DC. Followed a third-generation cop in a largely corrupt Gotham City. Would have been a 1970s style cop show inspired by Prince of the City. Cool? What do you think? Matthias Schoenaerts has been cast as the villain in Supergirl alongside Millie Alcock in theaters on June 26, 2026. Cannot wait. Todd Phillips reveals how he thinks Joaquin Phoenix Joker would react to Batman. I think Arthur would be in awe of the alpha male that is Batman. I really do. I think Arthur would look up and appreciate it. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll get that moment. Jack Quaid reveals he has begun recording for My Adventures with Superman Season 3. Still have yet to watch Season 1 or Season 2. Alan Tudyk will reportedly star in James Gunn's Superman in an unknown role. Who could it be? Find out, I guess. A Bane and Deathstroke team up movie is in the works. I'm so excited. Cash Nation, let's start DC. A Bane and Deathstroke team up movie is in the works. I'm so excited. Matthew Orton, Captain America Brave New World, is writing the script for the Deathstroke and Bane team up movie. Who's playing each character? That's what I want to know the most. Aaron Pierre and Stephen James are in the mix to play Jon Stewart in the Lantern series. Please be Aaron Pierre. Please and thank you.